Because I was going to ask you, sometimes like you'll go into a tattoo shop and you'll see like, I'm not saying yours in particular, but you'll see like sometimes there's like, they have like a certain attitude to them. Like
Yeah, some of them do. You know, I mean, that's kind of like the old school type of a thing too. I mean, street shops, you know, and you know, it's got like that old grit to it, and you know, which is kind of cool. You know, it's old school. I mean, we appreciate the old school, but that's not what I wanted. I wanted something where anybody could come in and get tattooed, and they didn't feel threatened. They felt comfortable coming in there, and you know, and we've pretty much established that. I mean, the age range that goes in there is anywhere from 18 to 83.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So what did the 83-year-old guy get?
It was actually a woman. She got a.
Oh, woman. Excuse me.
Yeah, she got a dragonfly, I believe.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
And she got another tattoo as well. She came back a few weeks later. She wanted another one. I don't know what that was, but I thought it was pretty cool. She was a pretty cool lady.
Do you usually see anything like that, like more older people getting tattoos?
You see like a lot of middle-aged people now, yeah. I mean, it's definitely like a trend now of like, you know, like middle-aged people, I guess I'm included in there, huh?
Yeah.
You know, age range between 40 and 55. I mean, there's definitely more so now than there was 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But it's, you know, it's a lot more, it's more acceptable now, and, you know, people don't look at you kind of sideways and think you're a carny or something because you have a tattoo like they did 25 years ago, 30 years
or
ago.
like the old mystique behind getting tattoos was, I can't remember who told me, but somebody said, you know, oh, what do you know, a druggie or a hoodlum. You know, or a hoodlum.
Yeah, bikers, hoodlums, carnies, loose women. Those are the people that got tattooed, you know, and that's been pulled out of the dark ages, you know, for a while now, and you know, and it keeps more evolving. It's more widely accepted, and it's mainstream now.
Yeah,
I mean, it's everywhere. It's all over
crazy.
TV. Stars have them, and at TV shows, and it's everywhere now.
I'm going to ask you about the TV shows. Is that sort of like, because, you know, everybody knows Kat Von D does her own thing, okay, and Miami Ink for a while did their own thing on TV. Is it an accepted thing? Because I know, like, tattoo world is very, like, underground. You know, there's sort of like, are you considered a sellout to, you know, being on TV?
Yeah.
Doing like a...
Yeah, I believe so. I don't think it's I think it is a sellout. It just, I don't know, it's just my thing. I was just like, you know, why do you want to exploit it like that, you know? And I mean, it's done some good for the industry, but it's also done some bad for the industry as well, you know, and it popularized it, and, you know, so, I mean, we're seeing more of an influx of people, you know, getting tattooed, especially, you know, middle-aged people that, you know, they watch the shows and they're like, oh, wow, that's cool, look, they're getting tattooed, and so, but at the same time, it gives people a false sense of different things as well. You know, you know, you get a lot of people think that, you know, that, well, that's pretty easy to do, and next thing you know, you have like a lot of kitchen table tattoo artists, and you know, messing people up and stuff, and you know, things like that.
Now, do you think with with tattoos, because, you know, the whole thing of it raising the popularity, you know, of it, do you ever think tattoos could ever go sort of like, you know how trends in the music industry, like something will be hot for so long and then all of a sudden it's not?
Oh yeah, like tribal and...
Well, not like the styles, but I mean like just tattoos in general. Do you ever think it'll go through that, where it's popular now but it might not be popular?
Yeah, it's like it seems like there's like a cycle. It seems like it's almost like a 10-year cycle. You know, tattoos are kind of like they're like on the down low for the past like year or two, and it starts climbing back up, and it'll peak out in 10 more years, and it plummets out again. And we saw it with piercing as well. You know, piercing was huge, and then it just dropped off the face of the earth for a while, and it comes back and it kind of plateaus off for a while. Then there'll be some boom, and it'll come back.
Eventually,
yeah. So they definitely go through the ups and down trends and stuff. So yeah.
Okay. Why was tattooing banned? Because for a long time, for those of you at home, it was banned in Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Now, why do you think?
Well, in 1962, there was a hepatitis scare in New York City. So New York City shut down all tattoo shops. That was it. You know, there'd be no more tattooing allowed. And it pretty much kind of threw a scare across all like around New England, the Eastern Seaboard, I guess. You know, Massachusetts, there's a couple other states, I think. Vermont did it, Maine, I'm not really sure, but I know that the reason why Massachusetts shut it down was because of the hepatitis scare in New York. They said it came from a tattoo shop, but they really can't prove that. So
I was just going to ask that. Like, could they really prove
no,
that?
there could be a multitude. I mean, back then, I mean, maybe it could possibly be. I mean, the way the tin can shops. I mean, you'd have one set of needles for the day, one set of inks poured for the day, and they'd rinse everything out in one container of water a day. So very well it could happen.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, you know, I mean, it could be anywhere else too. I mean, you just don't know. I mean, you know, there's dirty places in the world. You know, you could have open wound, you could touch anything, get anything, especially today. You know.
Yeah,
but,
of course. Yeah.
You know.
All right. So now let's talk about the whole process and everything. What are the things a person should know before getting a tattoo?
They should definitely know what they're looking for. Don't come into a tattoo shop and say, well, yeah, I want a tattoo, I don't know what I want. You're the artist. You know, we may put a fire hydrant on your forehead, you never know.
Yeah.
But, no, definitely know what it is that you're looking for, you know, because that definitely helps the artist, you know, like what are you looking for? If you have any reference materials, that's really good to bring in too, to help us piece something together for you, come up with a unique custom piece. You probably want to go through the portfolios at the shop to pick out the artists that you really want, unless you already know, you know, because everybody has their own styles of tattooing. So they might like one person better than the other. And, you know, they might want to, you know, they're going to want to know, you know, the cost, you know, of the tattoo. You know, there's different various things, like color-wise. They might want to know what type of coloring they want to do, if they want to do black and gray. You know, if they can add to it later on. You know, a lot of people nowadays, they're coming in and they're getting a lot of tattoo work on rib cages, and well, it's the new trend. I mean, you know, a few years back, I mean, it was a lower back. Now the new lower back is the rib cage, and everybody's, oh, the rib cage, I get, and it hurts. It hurts on the rib cage. It's probably one of the most painful spots in the body, and especially first time is like, I want to get on the rib cage, and the first time, but know that it hurts.
Yeah.
You know, because a lot of the times they'll like, I didn't know it hurt that bad. You know, yeah, we did. We told you, and you need to know that. You know, because it hurts. You know, you need to be prepared for it.
And that's like one of the things too, is like somebody could go up and easily just ask one of you guys, you know, if this is the right place to do it, you know, stuff like that, and you guys will give them an answer.
True. I mean, you know, different thing. I mean, some people will come in and be like, you know, like we'll get people come in that want tattoos on the neck. If you're 18, 19, 20 years old, and you want a big tattoo on your neck or something like that, I don't think anything of it. I think they're pretty cool on the neck, but if you're 18, 19 years old, more than likely you're doing it to be kind of cool or tough or whatever, and I think it pretty much kind of going to screw up your chances in life to get a decent job,
Yeah.
especially if you're 18, 19, you probably don't know what you want to do. So why mess that up now? And I'll try to talk them out of it. You know, say, listen, you might not want to do that right now. If you're heavily tattooed and you got tattoos on your hands and, you know, all right, whatever, you got them on your hands, you know, you don't want to stigmatize yourself by doing, you know, hands, neck. So I'll try to talk them out of it. You know, and sometimes I'll say, you know what, I just don't feel comfortable tattooing you on the neck or on the hands. I mean, you know.
That was one thing I was going to ask. Like, I know some tattoo artists feel comfortable, you know, tattooing the hand area, and then some don't. I mean, is that just, I mean, is there, like, sort of like right here, like a dangerous, like, spot to tattoo, or is it just some people don't feel comfortable?
No, it's not dangerous. It's just a real hard place for it to heal.
Okay.
And, you know, a lot of the times, I mean, they'll have to come back for the touch-ups, and a lot of tattoo artists can't be bothered with the touch-ups. And sometimes they have to come back 3 times. You know, it depends upon your job or what you're doing with your hand. But if you're a mechanic,
yeah, you probably wouldn't want to get something tattooed.
Exactly. You know, or if you're a swim instructor or something like, yeah, anything. It could be anything. You know, I mean, but a lot of tattoo artists, they don't want to do hands, feet, and sometimes they'll tell you it's illegal to do. Yeah. Just so they don't have to sit there and explain to you why they don't want to do it, but it's not illegal.
Okay.